Hi everybody, how's it going? I'd like to share with you a few things, things that I want to do eventually, before I die. Things that, these are the great what ifs, the things that you dream about that you really want to happen. These are my life goals. There are so many in here. I don't even know which ones I should share with you. There's just so many in here. All right, let's see here. All right, meet the president. Don't die a virgin. Find out what that smoke monster is on Lost. It's a busy list. But I have a few narrowed down that I'd like to share with you in more detail. Let's begin. First and foremost, this is a new addition to my list of life goals. A request was made by a friend of mine, a YouTube friend of mine, by the name of Rafonso83. He asked, a general request on Twitter was, he wants a Baconator from Wendy's. And he's from Germany where Baconators sadly do not exist, and he yearns for a Baconator so that he can slowly kill himself through cholesterol the way us Americans take for granted that we can do on a whim. So one of my life goals is to get Rafonso a Baconator by nearly any means possible. Another one of these life goals are I would like to write something that becomes bigger than what it would be if I had just written it. You know what I mean? Like, if I write a novel, I'd like it to be published, or if I write a screenplay, I'd like it to eventually become a film. And in order to be a good writer, I have to read, and I have to continue writing so that my writing stays up to snuff. I can't just one day, after never writing, pick up a pen and bust out a novel that's going to be anything worth reading. It's not going to happen. So to at least keep in the habit of writing, I started a text blog, which is funny because today on Twitter I found out that Michelle, AnythingSarcastic, she started a text blog today at the same time, even though neither of us knew each other was going to do it. So weird. But I had already finished my entry by the time I found out that she did hers, so completely unrelated but fun. Both are worth checking out. Another goal I currently have is something that's a passion of mine. It's been on my mind and on my heart. Those of you who know me, obviously this is not big news, I say it all the time, but just in case there are some new subscribers who don't realize who I am and what I do beyond the new lost subscribers, thanks by the way, I'm a pastor. I graduated from school in May, and now I am a pastor at a church. I'm an assistant pastor in charge of youth and children's ministries. So that keeps me busy. But I have a philosophical, theological problem with the way that 95% of evangelicals do things. If you've been following my tweets lately, or if you just listen to me rant to basically anybody who will listen, I have issues with the church, and which is an awkward place to be considering I am an agent of the system that I have issues with. Profound issues. And I have, luckily I'm in good company. I have many friends who feel the same way, who have the same general problem, and I talked to them over Christmas break, and so this is probably all a pipe dream, but it's a life goal for sure, is we've all decided that in 10 years we're all going to stop what we're doing, and we're going to get together, and we are going to plant a church, which is not about condemnation and cares more about tradition. It doesn't care so much about tradition, but does care about honestly seeking God and takes care of the marginalized, the poor, the hurting, yada yada yada, and isn't so concerned with legislating morality as it is with loving those who truly need to experience the love of God. So that's the life goal, is to plant a church with me and 3 of my friends who are just some of the best people a guy could ask for to have as friends. And finally, so that I can move along in my career at this as an agent of this institution that I'm working through my issues with, I have to take some more classes before I can be ordained. There's 3 levels of where you are in terms of standing in my denomination. There's ministerial student, there's licensed minister, and then there's ordained minister. Even though I graduated from school and I hold a staff position at a church, I am still technically, based on the classes I've completed, a ministerial student. So in order to become a licensed minister, I have to take 2 more classes, which I will be taking in February. But in order to take these classes, I have to read this stack of books, which is about 2,500 pages worth of material. I'll give you guys a good look at that, and you can look them up if you so choose. Basically what I have to do is read these books and write 3 to 4 pages on each book and make a giant timeline charting the events that go in them, and have all of that ready to go on the first day of class when that starts up, Monday, February 9th. So I need to get on the shtick and read these books. So it's not even a life goal. It's like the next 2 weeks. Read the books, finish the class, get an A, don't waste the people's money who are paying for my classes. So that has been this edition of Life Goals. I'd like to do this again if it's well received, so I hope you all are having a wonderful day or evening. I'm uploading this pretty late at night, so you have a wonderful whatever, and take care of yourselves. Bye.